What's going on? Welcome back to the Trescent TV channel. I'm a life insurance agent. I specialize in the IULs because that's what brought me into the industry in the first place, and it's something I'm passionate about talking about. Just added a new tool to my repertoire, using Phone Burner to do as a power dialer, so you can dial through contacts a lot faster. So today's gonna be my first time using that as well. I've been sick for the past couple of days, so sorry if my voice is kind of hoarse because I don't feel too well, but still trying to help some families out and trying to get after it. If anyone joins on, I dropped the Zoom link up in my team chat. So if anyone joins, they're going to be dialing as well. You'll be able to hear them dial also, but it might just be me. Who knows? We'll see who joins. So let me go through my warm up real quick first, because that's how I start my dials to make sure I'm crisp and ready for that first person that picks up the phone. Then I'm going to read through my phone script, and then I'm going to start my dials. Okay. 40K a month agent. I'm unique. I'm great at anything I put my mind to. I'm good enough. I'm good at helping families be financially better. Believe not mad at me. Believe don't know me. Someone's waiting for my call to help them. Don't take anything personal. A quitter never wins and a winner never quits. I'm a 40K a month agent. I'm unique. I'm great at anything I put my mind to. I'm enough. I'm known for helping families become financially better. The leads are not mad at me. The leads don't know me. Someone's waiting for my call to help them. Don't take anything personal. A quitter never wins and a winner never quits. Don't have time right now. Call me back. Hey, no problem. I'll let you go. Just call us have a better time to talk. Trying to figure out what you meant by retirement. Just to kind of get a better idea if this could even help you at all. Don't have time right now. Call me back later. Hey, no problem, man. I'll let you go. Just called real quick just to figure out kind of a better time to talk and what you meant about financial freedom. Just to get a kind of an idea if this could even help you at all. Oh, I'm not interested. Oh, of course. Sounds like you're kind of tired of just people calling you all the time about stuff you probably don't remember. I'll go ahead and close down your file. While I close you out, just curious, what did you mean by retirement? You covered already? Covered already? Okay, great. I thought no one had helped you out yet, but it sounds like what you purchased, you're 100% satisfied with how it can help you for your retirement goals. Is that right? Oh, thanks. Okay, cool. I understand you made your decision. Let me ask you one last question. Do you shop around when you buy a car, a house, or auto insurance, or do you just go with the first option? Covered already? Okay, that's great because I thought no one had helped you out yet. It sounds like what you purchased, you're 100% satisfied with how it helped you for financial freedom. Is that right? Okay, I understand. You made your decision. Let me ask you just one last question while I shut you down. Do you shop around when you buy a car, a house, or auto insurance, or do you go with the first option? Mhm. Hey, John, getting back to you. This was probably days ago now. I filled out this form on social media to get more information about the IUL, the Index Universal Life, the whole infinite banking, tax your retirement, generational wealth thing. Something about to you. Do you remember that? Oh yeah, I remember that. Okay, perfect. Tell me a little bit about your situation. I know obviously you're just looking to get more information, and you said your goal was for retirement, but kind of what did that mean to you? What did you mean by that? Hmm, okay, just want to have extra money for retirement. Okay, so it kind of just sounds like you want to make sure you don't have to go back to work once you retire. Make sure you have enough to stay retired and that you can maintain that same level of that same lifestyle that you currently live. Cool. Well, here's what I can tell you. Product like this, first of all, don't really know off the bat if something like this could help you. But I've helped many clients who wanted to put money away for retirement to make sure they've had enough for those years. But everybody's kind of in a different situation. So I didn't really have too much time now. Kind of want to just pick your brain, understand what you meant by your goal there. Tomorrow, let's sit down, tomorrow or maybe Sunday. Let's sit down where I can show you an illustration. That will allow us to look at examples of how your cash will grow over time. Then we can touch base on the different things that people use this for, whether that's for infinite banking, tax-free retirement, generational wealth. Just kind of give you a breakdown of what this product does. Do you feel like if we did something like that, that it could help? Okay, perfect. So if we did sit down together, look at the illustration, you do feel like it could help? Okay, perfect. And I have some time slots available tomorrow still. Are you more typically a morning person, afternoon? Are you working tomorrow? Yada, yada, yada. Okay, cool. So I'll send a Zoom invitation over for a blank time, and I'll go ahead and attach my state license, which is important to you, which is important to you to have, so you know that I'm licensed and verified. A few hours before we talk, what time again? I forgot to write it down. Okay, cool. So a few hours before we talk, I'm gonna send you a text message reminder. I double check, is there anything on the schedule that would keep you from showing up? Any last minute trips to Vegas, you know? Okay, cool. So just ask my clients respect my time, and I'll always respect yours by showing up on time and prepared. If you're running a few minutes late, just let me know. Fair? Okay, okay, perfect. Like I said, tomorrow won't take too long. The most important thing is getting educated and figure out something like this will help you kind of achieve those goals. But we'll take 10, 15 minutes, look at that illustration, and then if it's something you feel like can help you, if it's something you feel, it'll take about 10, 15 minutes. We'll go through that illustration. And of course, if you feel like it would help you, then obviously we can talk about next possible steps, but we won't even get there until you kind of get a better understanding of how this works. Does that make sense? All right. Well, I got you on my calendar, and I sent that Zoom invite. And like I said, you'll see those texts leading up to it when we sit down and talk. In the meantime, if you have any questions, this is my personal cell. Feel free to reach out. Otherwise, we'll talk tomorrow. Cool. All right. So now I'm gonna jump back into my dials and see how many dials I can knock out. Normally, I was pretty fast dialing. Um, Pretty fast dialer. I can normally knock out. mm, Depending on conversations, of course. I've been having longer conversations because my goal has been to have more meaningful conversations. Before I could knock out maybe 40, 45 calls in an hour. So if I can break up to maybe 60 calls in an hour plus less distractions and stuff being on my phone, that'd be nice. So this saves time or same amount of time, more contacts, more dials, more appointments set. And my goal isn't really to set appointments. Obviously, that's a great outcome. But my primary goal is to have solid conversations with clients to kind of understand what their objectives are and to see if I could really help them. Right? I don't just want to go in and set quick sets here. Don't want to go in and set quick sets. I want to have meaningful conversations, and if you have those meaningful conversations, you're going to be a lot more likely to show up. I tell the story about driving to work. You remember driving to work today? Probably not. But if someone cut you off on your way to work, you're going to remember that all day long because they invoked that emotion out of you and you're angry about it. So having these meaningful conversations with clients, getting that emotion out of them, whether it's excitement, I don't know which emotion I could label it as, but just getting a positive emotion out of it or evoking an emotion out of it in general will attach the conversation to their memory, so they'll remember the conversation. They'll be looking forward to what we're going to do and hopefully what we can accomplish versus just being a mundane part of their day that they will forget about because there was no emotional involvement with it. So that's my goal. Meaningful conversations, appointments will come after it. Okay. Constant,
Please leave your message for 6 7. We're sorry, your call cannot be completed at this time. Reading.
Hey, Regina.
Reading.
Hey, Regina. Hey, can you hear me? This is Trey. Trey, we spoke, I think earlier this week. It was just about the IUL and kind of going over what you meant with your goals with investment. Sorry it took me so long. Oh, yeah, I can go ahead and try to reach you back. So give me one moment.
Please, because it's really bad.
Okay, just give me one moment.
Thank you.
So she was the first person to pick up. She said the connection was bad. And I just tried calling her from that's my regular phone. But of course, she didn't pick up. So that's something to be noted. That's going to be a continuous trend. Obviously, because that doesn't bode well in my favor. Again, to kind of build trust and stuff over the phone with that connectivity.
Hello.
Hey, Michelle.
Hello.
Hey, Michelle. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Who is
Hey, this was Trey. And getting back with you, it looked like this was maybe a couple of weeks back. You wanted to get more information about the IUL. It was the Index Universal Life, the whole infinite banking, tax-free retirement, generational wealth thing. Hey, just real quick.
Yeah. With the contact. Run the time right now. I have a trip on the back of a Land Cruiser and trying to turn in. Tomorrow I am off. Is tomorrow a good time for you to give me a call?
Yeah, so tomorrow would be better. Just kind of want to figure out when you had more time and just kind of ask what your goal. I thought was to grow wealth, just to kind of figure out more kind of what you meant. But yeah, tomorrow, no worries. What time tomorrow were you thinking? More of a morning person, afternoon?
We do afternoon. I've got call in the morning. If you could do like the lunch times or somewhere around there, anytime between like 12 to 2 would be great.
I'll put a note here for kind of 12:30. And just real quick, on the wealth side, did you mean for yourself or like for generational wealth?
Hmm,
Or both?
hard question to answer right now. Yeah, for both.
Okay. Then wealth, I just want to make sure I had good notes. And okay, so I'll put that note in here, and then I hope you get that trailer delivered here tonight, and then we'll talk tomorrow. I think for about 12:30. Would that be good? Okay.
It will be from the same number,
Yep.
so I can watch for it.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and send you over my
Perfect.
digital business card so you know who's calling next time.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks, Michelle. Talk soon.
Okay, talk to you tomorrow.
Bye bye. Yep. Let's put that as a follow-up call. She didn't have any connection issues, so that's a good sign.
Oh, I've been forwarded to voicemail. Please leave your message for
Hey, Andre. Hey, can you hear me okay? Hey, this was Trey again. Sorry for taking so long to get back with you. I've been kind of sick. We spoke, I think, a couple weeks back about the IUL. Remember that at all? Hey, just real quick. I know we keep missing each other, and I know your goal was building wealth. Kind of what did you mean by that?
Well,
Say it again.
I want my money.
Okay. Okay, so you kind of want to take advantage of sounds like maybe compound interest and growth. So your money's parked up somewhere growing more than what, like a bank account. Did you have a specific goal in mind for that money, like either a dollar amount or when you would use it?
Well,
Obviously, right? More the better.
yeah. Yeah. I just can't feel like I working for a saving.
Yeah,
That's a bad.
right. And I'm sure once you do retire, you don't want to have to retire for a couple of years and then kind of go back to work. All right. Have you looked at anything else? Is this kind of the first thing you've stepped out to besides like looking at something? Do you have anything with work like 401k, IRA, or anything?
I mean, I have,
Cool.
money that I know now. No, no better.
Right. Of course. And thankfully, you still have some time, about what, 20 years? You're about 45, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So at least, thankfully, you still have some years to take advantage of that compound growth. Now, you don't obviously have as much time as you would if you were in your 20s, but you do have a little bit of time, thankfully, now to kind of put stuff in order to make sure that you don't have to go back to work or that you can retire on time. Were you working this weekend? Hey, Bill, let's do this. Let's just look at an example of the IUL, and that will kind of just show you how your cash would grow over time and kind of how I've helped clients set up money for retirement. Obviously, everyone's in a little bit different situation, so we can kind of customize it to kind of fit your needs best. And that way, we can just see how your cash can grow, and then I can touch base on all the different ways you can use it before retirement as well. So what's cool with the IUL, something real quick, is that you don't get penalized for using it too early. So like 401k, have you ever taken money from it?
All one.
Yeah.
In my life, I could take it in.
Okay. So you had to pay what, a 10% penalty and then taxes too? Yeah. So that's something that's valuable to me and you, 'cause we're both under 59 and a half. So with the IUL, you can actually touch that money without getting that age penalty and without paying taxes on it because it's a tax-free product that grows. So we can talk more about it kind of tomorrow. I did have someone scheduled about lunchtime. Were mornings better for you or afternoons? Okay, let's see here. Anything planned tomorrow?
Well, yeah. I don't know.
Of course.
My understanding doesn't help me in the long run. Well,
Mhm.
this is going on the same too, like, we, we going and told me, you know, people want to point me in the way. We didn't, you know,
Cool. Yeah, and I'll definitely I'll be able to go in depth on how I use my IUL. I buy houses with mine, more on the investing side, not really for me to live in, but I can show you how I'm able to make that play and then keep doing it over and over again. Okay, yeah. Yeah, of course. And that's the biggest thing, having that mentor that can kind of help you. Now, if we do kind of build this relationship out, I would be available to you as well, kind of give you free game and stuff. I've made a lot of like free investing guides as well that I have that I can send over to you, no problem, on kind of how I got started with my first house before I had my IUL. And just so you have your foot in the door, and then once your IUL has enough money in it, how you can use that cash value to go buy more real estate and keep on building that wealth up for yourself. But tomorrow, anything on the schedule for 1:30? Okay, cool. So it's entree one. I'll put you in at 1:30 tomorrow. And email I have looks like zlewis1978 at Gmail. Okay, so I'll send a Zoom invitation over to that email here right now. I'll also attach my Tennessee state license, just so you know I'm licensed in Tennessee, been background checked by Tennessee and everything like that. Then I'll also text you my digital business card, which will also have all my information on me. You can check out my social medias where I do talk about investing in real estate, and just get to know who I am before we talk. But any other questions right now? Okay, cool. And tomorrow will take maybe 10, 15 minutes. And then obviously, if you feel like it can kind of help you out, then we can kind of talk about qualifying and then next steps to kind of get the ball rolling and it approved and in the works for you. Okay, so I'll send that Zoom invitation over for 1:30 tomorrow. Again, it shouldn't take too long, but you should see it here in your inbox in the next maybe 10 minutes or so. Okay, thanks, Entree, and I'll text you here soon. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. Great conversation. Asked some questions, and he opened up about um, why he was looking into the IUO way more than I've gotten out of him before. A mentor got him into it. Um, mentor got him into the IUL, kind of investing for his future and stuff. So that's kind of what piqued his interest. And he opened up more about kind of what he wants to do in his life. And he's about 45, so he still has 20 years, but he kind of needs to put his foot on the pedal to get it going. So I'm trying to send the Zoom invitation over now.
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed at this time. Please hang up and try your phone.
Well, I was able to knock out 64 dials in I don't know how long, maybe 30 minutes or so, 22 minutes. Pretty fast. That is pretty insane. Um, let's see how long I've been dialing since 4:30. Well, let's call it 4:40. So about 40 minutes, I was able to knock out 60 some dials. That is crazy. Now I wish my obviously my contacts were a lot higher. But so far I kind of like this. It's kind of getting used to it, how it functions and flows, and when I set the appointments and how the contact moves out to a different folder. So I'll just be playing around with that. 'Cause before I was used to running an Excel spreadsheet, and I have that color coordinated with everything, the notes I have and everything kind of laid out in front of me in a different layout. So just kind of figuring out the layout that I need to have it for myself to be uh, the best, most optimal layout for myself um, for this. It's something that I'll have to tweak and play around with. But I'm gonna dial back through all those numbers again because I like to double dial. Didn't double dial right now just because I guess it wasn't set up that way. But I'm gonna crank that way and knock out another 65 dials or so pretty fast, which is very exciting because dial days used to take a long time, kind of take a toll mentally, but that was pretty fast. So cool. And so that's all gonna be for this one. Sorry it wasn't too great, so I'll try to chop it up and keep it short. But anyways, go check out some of my other videos, some of my other dial sessions, some of my other videos about selling the IUL and stuff. Hopefully that provides some value to you as well. I just look to help out other agents like myself who are trying to get after it. Let's go.